Football started for me as a way to be with my father. My dad was a football coach when I was born. I was supposed to be his All-American linebacker, so he taught me about the sport instead. So my father and I would go out into the front yard, known as the Rice Bowl, where we would play football together, just the two of us running around and playing kind of tag football. He wanted me to be an athlete. I knew that, and I actually did become a competitive figure skater, later on a tennis player. But my first love was always watching the NFL. I became a huge Browns fan because watching the NFL every Sunday, we got the Cleveland Browns on television every week.
Paul Brown addresses the squad. He outlines his hopes and ambitions.
And I think it was because Paul Brown was the coach and Jim Brown was the sensation.
Jim Brown continues to put on a running show as only he can.
Lou the Toe Groza. I'll never forget learning about Lou the Toe Groza, who of course was without toes on his kicking foot.
Lou Groza shows that he's just as reliable as ever.
I'm still a great believer that the Browns are certainly going to be better than they were last year, and I won't quite yet advocate that we're going to make the playoffs, but I'd just be happy to win the next game. I never settled the political difference over football. In fact, I found that football was a way to bridge political differences, because if you're the fan of the same team, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, or conservative. On that Sunday, you're a fan of that team. But I have had to defend football against other sports. My former boss, the 43rd President of the United States, was a baseball owner. And we used to have a few spirited discussions about which one was really America's game. But I think I won most of them. I have never yet missed a Super Bowl. The very first Super Bowl, I guess I was around 11, 12 years old. I didn't miss that one. I haven't missed one since. But I did have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning in Israel in order to not miss the Super Bowl. Everybody understood how much I love football, so nobody batted an eye. Everybody expected it to happen. It's been, for me, a wonderful pastime, a wonderful way to make friends, and we gather around to watch the big game, whether it's the preseason game or the Super Bowl. But I love football because I love the strategy of it. I love the development that it requires of the people who play it, and I admire the people who play it. It's one tough game. It is really America's pastime. You have to play it on a clock, you have to score, and you have to play it as a team. That's not a bad way to think about life.